everybody, it's me Alexa, and today we're taking a look at the teaser for the upcoming film Major. So, according to Google, this film is being shot simultaneously in Telugu and Hindi, and it will also be getting dubbed into Malayalam for its release. The film is indeed another based on true events. We got a whole bunch of those coming out. So it is a biographical piece about the life of 2008 Mumbai attacks martyr, Major Sandeep Krishnan. So, quite cool. I'm intrigued to see more about this. I don't really know anything about this event, so I'm intrigued to get a quick little glimpse at it, maybe do a bit of research, and maybe learn a bit more about it whenever I watch the whole movie. The film is directed by Sashi Tikka, and it stars Adivi Sesh, who also wrote the film, pretty cool. And it also stars Sobhita and Saiee Manjrekar, as well as many other talented individuals. Alrighty, without further ado, let's jump right into this teaser.
What does it mean to be a soldier? Soldier in the column.
Yo, Prakash Raj! It's popping up everywhere, I swear.
Walni yemantaru?
Patriots nana. Patriots antaru. Nanu border lo army ala fight cheyali. India cricket match ala gelavali. Andaru ఆలోచిస్తారు. అది దేశభక్తే. దేశాన్ని ప్రేమించడం అందరి పని. వాళ్ళని కాపాడటం సోల్జర్ పని. Don't come up. I'll handle them.
Nice. So that was a really good, intense, quick little teaser. Now, the lead actor looked super familiar to me. I didn't really recognize his name, but the second I saw his face, I was like, who is that? And I was trying to think of it the whole time. And it turns out I recognize him from a couple things. Firstly, of course, he plays the son of the evil uncle Bhadra in Bahubali the beginning. He's also in Evaru, which I watched, and I think that was the one that I really recognized him from because I just watched that not too long ago. So interesting. Also, he's going to be in Hit 2, the second case, which is exciting because I really enjoyed the first Hit film. So I'll be excited to see what this second one looks like. And this is also his very first Hindi films. This is Hindi film debut, so that's pretty dang cool. But back to Major. So it seems like this is definitely going to be a very intense film, and that was made clear pretty much from that first shot where we saw the bleeding shoulder that this wasn't a film that was gonna mess around. So as I saw in the description, this film is about the 2008 Mumbai attacks. So I'm gonna be honest, I don't really know too much about that. So I've done a very quick Google search, and a little brief summary of what happened is it was a series of terrorist attacks that took place in November of 2008 when 10 members of an Islamic terrorist organization carried out 12 coordinated shooting and bombing attacks lasting 4 days across Mumbai. They lasted from Wednesday, November 26th to Saturday, November 29th. At least 174 people died, including 9 of the attackers, and more than 300 were wounded. So obviously this is, I mean, a very serious film talking about an extraordinarily intense situation that happened in real life. But this teaser for the film, I think, will be really intriguing to see a bit more about it and see this one person's story, because I don't think this is going to be a film necessarily educating about the event itself. It seems like it's just going to be the story of this one Major and what he did. So I'm going to be really intrigued to kind of get inside that, because of course it's talking about being a soldier for the country as well. And this Major Sandeep chose to be a soldier and fight for his country, and it ended up leading to him being a martyr during this horrible attack that happened as he tried to save lives. So to be able to watch a film that attempts to kind of go inside what happened in that situation as best as it can, hopefully to describe these intense emotions and situations that occurred during these 4 days. I think that this is going to be a very emotional watch for sure. It's going to be one that, if done correctly, which of course I always hope that it is, it's gonna sit with you for a bit after you finish watching it. It's gonna be one that you can feel the story and the impact of it. And especially because it is based on true events that should only escalate those emotions and that intensity and make it just even more resounding as you watch the film. Again, as long as it's done correctly, which, I mean, all we have right here is a minute teaser to go off of, so I don't have any more than just hope that it turns out good at this point. But the color grading was great throughout. I think that it showed a really good intensity in these shots and through the dialogues. And it seems like it's not even only going to talk about that day, though. It's going to talk about who he was as a person. As we saw, there's some moments at the front with a girl. Seems like a bit of a flashback. And so it's going to be a bit of a dive into the character. Now, I don't know how much research they did for it. I'm probably going to do some research on the movie to see, because I'll be intrigued to know how accurate it's going to be or how much is, you know, dramatized, because of course it's going to be some dramatization in there, firstly because they obviously cannot ask him, sadly, to retell how he felt during the moments. They can only get the other people around, so they can only showcase what they know. So it will not be 100% accurate. It cannot be, but I think that it is possible to get very close to the true events, especially in a situation as intense as this. You don't need to add too much dramatization to it to make it be a great, impactful film. And so I'll be, though, intrigued just to see how they go about telling the story of Major Sandeep and honoring him and what he did and all of that. It should just be a really intriguing watch. And then on a more technical standpoint, this film had some really good shots in it, of course. I really like, there's like a few shots of scenery, and then you also have with the explosions and the close-ups. I think that based on this teaser, I'm very excited to watch this film. I think that it's going to be intense and hopefully also a bit informative and just a very powerful piece. Again, if done correctly, which at this point, based purely on the teaser, I'm thinking it's going to be, but we'll have to wait and find out for sure. All right, though, that is all I have to say about this Major teaser. What are all of your thoughts on it? Let me know in the comments down below. And I hope that you all enjoyed this video and are staying safe out there and have an absolutely amazing day, guys. Bye!